Hello folks, today we're taking a very quick look at The Hobbit, Armies of the Third Age, a new game, new MMORTS, set in the world of J.R.R. Tolkien, or so you'd presume if you saw all the pictures and the marketing for it. In actual fact, it feels more like fan fiction. I mean, for instance here, um, basically the whole game, what you just saw was Gollum's riddle. And what that is it's basically a prize wheel that it's not unusual to the genre. You press a button and get a random prize. Gollum is giving you that prize. Now, anyone that knows the story knows that that doesn't fit, and I don't want to. I don't want to be one of those people that sits there and discusses scientific inaccuracies in every episode of Star Trek, because that's taking it one step too far. But when you're building a game based on an IP that is currently going through another resurgence, it's currently got a new film out, it's currently going to be very, very popular, you try and stick to the IP. This is a game based in Middle-earth that has no recognisable locations, very few recognisable characters, and when you do see them, they tend to be in the wrong context. This is a cash-in on every level, and the trouble is that as an example of the genre, there's nothing really wrong with it. As an example of the genre, this is a decent MMORTS, but all of the games from Kabam who make this are good MMORTS games as far as that goes. I mean, the genre's not fantastic anyway. And I mean, these are the people that made The Godfather and screwed that up. Okay, and The Godfather in my mind is a better game than this, just because they even managed to treat that with more respect than they've treated this. How Warner Brothers gave them this game to make and was happy that they release it, I do not know. This is the battle system. The battle system is fairly impressive, actually. I know that I kind of make a joke out of it, to be quite honest. I die in about 3 seconds, but you can, there we go. You actually put your force down on the ground and you can control them around the map. It doesn't give you a huge tactical advantage, but it at least makes you feel like you're a part of the battle. It's not just sending them off to war, waiting 5 minutes and coming back. But of course, that's the biggest flaw of the genre. You're waiting a huge amount for things to happen. You set a building, it takes 5 minutes to build. You try and upgrade a building, it takes 5 minutes to upgrade. You try and hire an army, and I do that in a minute, and it takes 45 minutes to fill the army. Now, granted, for the people that enjoy the genre, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because they can do it while they're at work, in their lunch break, they can do it while they're on Facebook and they're waiting for someone to talk to them. Fantastic. But if you plan to sit there and play the game in one sitting, bring a book. Bring your iPhone and listen to something, because you're going to be doing an awful lot of waiting. And you'll see that I was doing it earlier and you can see it again now. You have the option to just build and finish right away, and that costs mithril, which you can then go and buy, and it's quite expensive. It's difficult for me to say how competitive it is with other MMORTS games, but it is still just, there we go. It still seems pretty expensive. Now this game is currently in beta. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. In fact, that's the perfect way of summing up this game. They say it's in beta, but what that actually means is they just released it way before it was ready, because the film came out and they wanted to tie in with the film. Now, there's no real problems. I didn't come across any bugs, unless you count terrible use of an IP as a bug. But there you go. Devil's MMO, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to click across to the full review below and try out the game. You might like it, who knows.